All right, hi everybody on Facebook. So I'm Graham Dodge. I am the Executive Director of the Mid-Atlantic Gigabit Innovation Collaboratory, or MAGIC for short, and we are the community sponsor for 1 Million Cups Westminster, along with Startup Portal, who hosts these events for us here physically. So if you haven't been out here yet in Westminster, please come on out every Wednesday morning, 9 a.m. And we have our coffee and baked goods today provided by Jeannie Bird Baking Company. So thank you, Jeannie Bird Baking Company, another great Westminster-based business, for providing that. And we still have our discount for coffee from Furnace Hills Coffee, who's also a longtime coffee sponsor, and we'll be back as soon as they're done finishing moving their location. If you go to furnacehillscoffee.com, you can get 25% off your entire online order with the discount code 1MC Westminster. All caps, all one word. So we're just going to run through real quick what 1 Million Cups Westminster is all about. The 1 Million Cups program was founded by the Kauffman Foundation based in Kansas City, and its mission is to lower the barrier for access to education, resources, and connections for entrepreneurs. This mission does not get accomplished without these core pillars of the program, which are presentations, not pitches. So we don't want this to be about selling people. We want this to be about sharing your story, about connections. Likewise, it's about connections, not necessarily networking. This is all about being for the community, by the community. Nobody has ownership of 1 Million Cups Westminster. Myself and all the 1 Million Cups organizers are all volunteers. No one's being paid. We want to be radically and intentionally inclusive. We meet every week, Wednesdays at 9 a.m. 2 presenters when possible. Like today, we have 2 presenters. And the organizations should be 5 years in business or younger. We make exceptions for certain businesses that are still in that early growth stage, even beyond 5 years, or businesses that are established that have some sort of new initiative or some sort of pivot that they want to tell us about. And then we always end with the question, what can our community do for you? Now, if you are a presenter to 1 Million Cups, you get a handsome 1 Million Cups travel mug, which we have in the back here today for our 2 presenters. And then if you attend enough of these, I think it's 10 in a row, you get a t-shirt, a 1 Million Cups t-shirt, which is what I'm wearing today. And then you also get a mug, I think, they're laughing at me. If you, what's the other rule about getting a mug? If you attend, 5 in a row, you get a mug? So if you haven't gotten a mug yet and you've been to at least 5 of these, let us know. We'll get you a mug as well. All right, this is the organizing team. Myself, Russ Hammett, Val Giovannioni from Ting, John Weekman, attorney at law, Tina Thomas from Infinite Love Project, Julia Snap from Dirigible Systems, and Gabby Rose, who's also from MAGIC. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right into the first presentation. We'll go in the order in which the presenters arrived today. So we'll start with Colin from Friendly Neighbor Services. Let me just pull up the presentation. All right, Colin, come on up and take it away.
All right, thank you everyone. How are y'all doing?
Good.
Good. So, to start off by pretty much showing you what we advertise with, like how we advertise, and then from there I can tell you what Friendly Neighbor is. But right now we have, since we were here last year or 2 years ago, actually, that plaque on the wall, Welcome to Westminster. Friendly Neighbor and I presented at that. So that was like 2 years ago, and our goal really was to build an app and build a scalable app that can be completely automated and self-operating. And we have that now. And the website and everything. So we have everything. I've worked very hard, like 15 to 20 hours a day, building that. But right now, and I know other businesses are as well, we're struggling to get workers. Very hard. And I can't really figure out how to get providers and that don't already know me, because the people that know me, they're providing, they're doing tasks, they're texting me, hey, I need work, and I'm giving them a bunch of work, and it's been really nice in that way that I'm helping a lot of my friends out. I'm giving them a lot of really good money, because the jobs are $18 to $60+ an hour, so it's very good money for like a little side work, a little side gig. But yeah, so that's pretty much what my presentation is about. because I know like a lot of people recommended me here, like so that you guys are like the best and like you guys help a lot of businesses and you'd be such a help and I was like, yeah, you know, like I don't want to give up on Friendly Neighbor because I built it so passionately for over 2 years and I don't want to just give up on it because I can't find providers, because if I can find providers, the business is literally like it could be uber scalable. Like that's how it was built, that was the foundation, and this is how it's gotten to. And before COVID, we did have a lot of jobs. Like we were getting a lot of jobs, and the providers were actually doing them. But now and most of my friends are now in college, so they're away. So we need help finding providers. So this is one of the posts that we do, and I know there's a lot going on. It started out just with this, and then that as well, because this is how we advertise, and I'm trying to get people to know what we are and what we do, because it's not like we can just say we can have a cup and like a cup and a Genie Bird's bread, and people will know, okay, you can come here and get breakfast and coffee. Like my business is one that's completely brand new. I mean, there's maybe a few other competitors like this business, but no one really knows about them yet. I mean, you guys might, but like we got TaskRabbit and Thumbtack, a few other. Those are a few of the other businesses that do the same thing. We also do some videos that are pretty similar to this, but we post videos of like I was on WBAL. I have 2 advertising videos, and I put those videos with like some of this stuff. But that's how we're advertising. And I was gonna open these, but I don't know how to open the link on here. And how much time do we have for this?
You have about 5 minutes.
Okay. All right. Maybe we'll come back to it later. But they're like just pretty much the videos of like me pretty much presenting what Friendly Neighbor Services is. I made these videos with all these people maybe a little over a year ago. So just trying to get, and I feel like most of my advertising is based towards getting customers. But I don't know, let me see when I say who we are. Okay, 2 slides from now. So this is how Friendly Neighbor started in 2015. That was my mom's number. I didn't even have a phone by then. Maybe it was earlier than 2015. But I was doing just pet sitting.
You were so young then.
Yeah, so young. Just walking door to door saying, hey, do you have any dogs that I can walk or pet sit? And now we have over 300 services. All of them are literally the lowest rates you can find for each service, and also they pay the providers almost the full amount of the task, to where the providers are not, it's not like they're working for a company where they're getting like $10 an hour. They're actually getting like what they deserve, like $18 to $60+ an hour. They're actually getting like, most jobs it's like $24 an hour, $30 an hour, and then the customers are getting charged like $36 an hour, $32 an hour, depending on what it is. We get about 30% profit margin when per task is, and this right here is where we presented like 2 years ago. So I just run through this super quick. It was just showing who we are, like what we are, like how we solve problems, how we want to solve problems, and we have over 300 services. Yep, I said that. This is the yard sign design I had. Now you guys might have seen the yard signs all over Westminster. And this is our future plan. Website, apps, and to go global. Or at least over the USA. But now my biggest problem is just finding providers. So that was my old slide. That was it. I apologize. But yeah, I feel like I need to dedicate more time to Friendly Neighbor, and I don't want to give up on it, but I just really need to figure out how to get more providers. And if you guys have any ideas for that, that would literally be the save or drown for Friendly Neighbor. I'm at that point right now where it's been very hard, and it's it takes a lot of time and stress.
Yeah.
Trying to make it work, and also giving the customers a good experience when it comes to when they request a task. I don't have any providers doing it, and it sucks.
So just so people know on Facebook, if you're watching on Facebook, you can ask a question in the comments, and we'll see it and read it out loud to Colin. John, I think you were first.
Yeah. By the time I'm done, this is going to be in a category of we easier to say than to do.
Yeah.
I'll let Jeff put it again. My clients that are in service providing industry, they're booked forever and they're having trouble finding people too. So I hear you about the labor shortage. It's a big problem, I understand. I guess a suggestion I have, it's a lot easier to say than it is to do.
Yeah.
Is there a way to make new providers? Can you do something or set something up where you're training people to do this, and maybe it's a better option than what they're doing now, as opposed to trying to find an existing provider who's already booked for 12 months?
Yep. Yeah, so the providers are individual people. Like me could be a provider. Billy's son could be a provider. Like literally, you guys could be providers. It's individuals. It's not businesses.
Mm-hmm.
So it's individuals like anyone that wants to work on the side. And I feel like people who are already booked, those would be like the business owners or the people that don't need to become providers in a sense. Because they're going to earn more if they're doing it themselves.
Okay. And quick follow-up question: how do you take somebody that doesn't know anything about providing those kind of services and say, hey, you can learn to be a landscaper and make this kind of money? So how do you create a new provider if there's a way to do that?
Training videos. That's something that I wanted to look into. Was actually for every task that pops up, have like a how-to-do video with it, to see if the provider, when they're showing interest, if they're actually able to do it. So it'd be like a handyman job, assembling a TV. It might be a video of assembling a TV.
Yeah, you might need an ancillary company that trains people to do that.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Okay. Appreciate it. I'll look into that.
Tina.
What is the process that a provider needs to go through to sign up and become a part of your platform?
Okay, so the providers, when they're signing up, they just create an account. Obviously, like they put in their name, address, and they have to upload a picture. They have to complete a provider's training, pretty much where they watch a small video and about like what we do and how to be a good provider, how to get tips, and like go above and beyond. And then they go through like this small little training where they answer a few questions, and it quizzes them to see if they're right. And that's pretty much it. There's not really much to do. They upload a photo ID to show that they are like who their name says they are.
Okay.
And that's it. I mean, it's really easy to become a provider.
Okay, so where's the liability insurance kick in? Is that on their part or?
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
so is that part of what you're telling me as a provider I need to expect to be able to have as in my toolkit to be able to work on your platform?
Yeah, so the providers, they bring their own services. They bring their own like equipment and tools, and they sign it's a terms of use and privacy policy and providers agreement, and that's pretty much what they say. That's what Tackle, the company that I pretty much got the agreement from, that's what they did. And it pretty much just says like Friendly Neighbor Services is not liable. These are not our like employees or subcontractors.
They're just a marketing vehicle.
We're just literally like a Facebook connecting like Facebook Marketplace sellers to Facebook Marketplace buyers. Like Facebook isn't involved with how the transaction goes.
You're a connector. You're
Yeah.
marketing it.
We're just a connector. Yeah, like in a way Craigslist, how they would operate.
Okay, we've got lots of questions on Facebook, but I saw a hand over here, Judy from NurseLinks.
Actually, Colin, we know each other,
Yeah.
believe it or not. Yes,
Okay.
he's done work for me in the past, and that was the problem. I wanted to continue with him, but he had problems with providers.
Yep.
That was the issue.
100%.
Because I was very happy with him. But what I wanted to ask you is, what about trade schools? Have you thought to present at any of the trade schools, or even high schools?
Yeah.
A lot of times, when this is what I'm thinking for my own business, a lot of times people are graduating from high school and they're not going to go to college. And they need to know what other options are out there for them. So
Yeah.
it might be a good idea to, start to present and to meet with these younger this younger demographic that you're going to meet anyway.
That's a very, very, very good idea.
How young can you recruit? Like is there an age
It's
limit?
16 is the minimum. You just gotta have a
16.
valid driver's license to say you can drive around. But that is definitely something that I want to take note of, and I definitely want to follow up with that because that's really good.
All right, Billy, and then we'll go to Facebook questions.
I have some people.
Okay. Okay.
I was,
Yeah.
trying, I was trying to figure out how when you said providers, you were talking about technically people that would be doing the work.
Yeah.
So like you said, like my son and different people, they're doing landscaping jobs and little stuff, small things here and there, and the people they work with don't have work. So it's like the opposite thing.
Yeah.
Really?
So you have work
Yeah.
people, they're trying to work and everybody, oh, we can't today because this, we can't today. So I have a good amount of people from 16 up that have some experience in
Yeah.
dog walking,
Yeah,
landscaping,
dog
some other
walking.
things. So
That's
we can connect.
I know.
We
Yeah.
can present at my studio and talk to all of them.
I would love to.
Yeah.
I would absolutely love to. Seriously.
My own
Cool.
son is 16. He's got a moped license and a moped.
No
Can
way.
he apply?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
I mean, I'll accept it. I've
Okay,
never
great.
seen a moped license get thrown up on the photo ID section. But
Yeah, no, it's a real license. All right, Tamar Osterman from Maryland Economic Development. She's watching you on Facebook right now. She
Okay.
says, "Have you thought about partnering with other businesses that provide related services? And does Burke, the Business Employment Resource Center here in Carroll County, know about your business?"
They do not know about my business.
Okay.
Is that something that they should know about? Maybe.
Yeah, you'd want to. So Scott Singleton from Burke is usually at these meetings, so he
Okay.
may even be watching from Facebook as well. So I'll
Okay.
connect you with Scott. He's the right guy to talk to about
Yeah.
getting, because they have people coming to them looking for jobs.
Okay. Oh yeah,
That's where I got
that's
my
huge.
first assistant from.
That's awesome. Yeah, because we connect with some companies like Karen Carroll, the nonprofit. We help a lot of people who can't do the services themselves. Like I think a little bit older folk, and we help them with reduced task prices.
Yeah.
And that's a very good funnel of how we get tasks.
And
So
Tamar's also asking if you are partnering with youth organizations. I think what Billy's point was is you can come out to, he's got his whole new nonprofit, Find Your Purpose, and getting in front of some of the kids who are 16 and over.
that's awesome. Yeah.
Through his youth organization, but there's other ones in town. I don't know if Boys and Girls Club has students that are 16 and over in their program still, but that might be another option.
Back to what you were saying about the high schoolers and the trade school. I mean, that's
Yeah.
Well, and Steve Bowersox from Carroll County Public Schools is watching. He says good morning to you, and so that might be a good question for Steve too, in terms of how to get in front of Carroll County Public School students who are 16 and over. I would imagine going through the Career and Tech Center would be a good option.
yeah.
By the way, Jennifer Young from Covalent Spirit says good morning, and Jenna Shriver from Together Studios says good morning.
Good morning.
Jenna wants to know, what type of skills are you looking for in providers?
Anything. I mean, you can come to the table with literally anything that you're good at or enjoy doing. And these could be anything that you literally put headphones on, like landscaping, lawn mowing, garden help, seasonal help. These are our categories. So you can think there's 16 categories. This isn't even all of them. And then there's 300 tasks within these 16 categories. So if you like any of these areas of business, like this would be any dog walking, pet sitting, like that's something that I do. I only do the dog walking. I actually love dog walking and pet sitting. But people can do anything.
So what is your margin as the business owner?
Yeah.
And have you been profitable yet running the business when there were more providers?
Yes, actually, it was very successful right before COVID. We were getting a lot of tasks being done today. I get about 20 to 30% of the task costing. So as you might know, like in the first couple of years, we have been just investing a lot. We revenued a little over 60,000 in 2020 during COVID, and that was with very little work and all that. So there's definitely a lot of potential with it.
That was your gross revenue?
Yeah, that was gross revenue. So there's so much potential with it. We just need to find workers, and that'll change everything. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I got a lot here that I can actually use to
I took notes for you.
push. Yeah.
Oh,
you do.
Letitia took notes for
I
you.
got dog
Oh, thank you.
walkers, babysitters. These are all
Oh,
the
yeah.
kids, all the kids that I work with on a regular basis that just can't seem to connect with working like a regular job. They would do it all day.
Yeah, I know my
That's
son,
awesome.
when we first moved here, he wanted to walk door to door, but he was just too shy to do it himself. So
Yeah.
if you've got the marketing effort ahead of it and you can actually get someone like him to just go ahead and do the work. Then.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry. Well, Rick, go ahead first.
I guess from the standpoint of services, you have 300 total services,
Yeah.
right? What percentage of that 300 are like your core?
The main ones: lawn mowing, snow removal, dog walking, pet sitting, junk removal, garden help, meaning trimming bushes, landscaping, we got mulching, weeding. We don't do money painting, but we do a lot of moving help. We don't do much of this and this and this, but our main are the 16 that we present, and then they all funnel down to specific ones. Like handyman is not up here, but we do a lot of handyman jobs like assembling, building, renovating, like things like that. But they're all very small money tasks. Like they're usually less than $100 to a couple $100.
So as you struggle to get providers, should you not focus then on kind of the core where you can have volume, you don't have to worry about training someone to paint properly?
Yeah.
And as you look for resources, pare it down sort of to get through the crunch,
Yeah.
right? And then things will eventually change back to somewhat normalized, we hope.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Especially if you have younger people who are saying, "Oh, well, I can do this and I can do that and I can do," but what are they more adept at? And if you stick to your core of what the current demand is, the market demand is, and the fresh green help that you're going to be getting, that's probably going to be a win-win.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the kid's going to say, "Oh, I can do anything. Yeah, whatever you need me to do," but they're going to have propensity to actually be good at it.
100%. 100%.
And if you do want to grow this business once you're done with college, because the other challenge that Colin has is you're in college right now. I
Yeah.
imagine you're pretty busy
Yeah.
with your
Yeah.
studies.
McDaniel. I've stayed at McDaniel. I am very busy though.
I was going to say, I have a few McDaniel connections, but I'm thinking you might as well.
So
Yeah,
the sooner you could almost start to franchise, the better, where you get different people who are aspirational like yourself in a community that kind of already know how to network and maybe already do some dog walking. Like that might be a good, look for, in Howard County, who are the people advertising for dog walking services, and maybe reach out to them and say, hey, would you like to wave the Friendly Neighbor Services banner and start to get other people to work for you who can be you in different communities so that you can kind of take a further step back and just sort of manage the whole business while working on, while doing your studies and stuff.
It's a very good idea. Franchising the company. I read a whole book on that. Try how to franchise any company.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an idea that I have wanted to do, like an ambassadors program where they get like a percentage of each job that gets completed.
Right.
If you bring on a new person, so I mean they could get some passive income as well, and I don't.
Right.
care
So
much
start thinking
the
about what
money.
the job above you looks like, 'cause that's the job you're going to step in.
Yeah.
And then who's going to fill your shoes in all these various communities as you expand and scale.
And maybe if a job goes wrong, that person that brought them in will be the me, and they will help resolve it.
Yeah. Okay. So this could be much bigger. You just have to sort of think about how.
The light bulb.
Okay. So I think we're at time.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. Anybody else have any more final
Yeah.
questions for
Yeah.
Colin?
I thought about the reason why I'm excited about it is that me and my son were sitting there thinking about this. I had people calling me can you pick my cigarettes up? Can you do this? Can you do that? And I'm like, all right, you know what? $5 on top of whatever it costs. I'll put these cigarettes up. It was little things like that. It can actually work. So it's kind of cool that you're doing this.
I appreciate that a lot. Yes, I appreciate that a lot, and you guys got me back on my feet with it, so I appreciate it.
Well, and your value proposition when comparing yourself to TaskRabbit or others is that you have that local expertise wherever you go. So you're not taking the top-down approach where you're starting out from the gate trying to be a national service that recruits in a national way.
Yeah.
And there's a lot, which is very impersonal, and who knows what kind of providers some of those services are getting.
Yep.
You have this ability to sort of differentiate yourself and say, hey, we are we locally focused. Everywhere we are, we know the providers and the people that we're working with.
Wow.
And so you don't have to be concerned about whatever someone else might be normally concerned about when they're thinking about using TaskRabbit or joining TaskRabbit.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people they use my company because it's mostly younger people, and they want to support the young guys like in high school, college. They don't have much money, so like the job might not be done as well, but it'll be done by someone
like that with two students in a truck or service. I've seen that in Baltimore. Yeah. You have a last question?
Yes, please. If we're gonna be helping you out as providers, so how do we get paid?
Yeah, we're gonna be your army of providers.
Yeah, do you 1099 us? Do you Venmo us? How are you gonna pay us?
Yeah, that's another thing. Another part that when you're signing up for a provider. Right now we have it to where you have to put in like your either Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, Cash App. Or a spot that we send you in mail. But yeah, right now it pretty much is like Venmo, PayPal, one of those service platforms to pay you out, and you get paid within 24 hours of the task being done.
And you're all set up to 1099 me at
at $600. At $600, you get a 1099 before you get the next payment.
And we usually end by asking, what can our community do for you? And I'm going to add to that, do you have more yard signs that we can put in our yards to help you advertise?
Really? I mean, yes, I do. I mean, if you're offering, definitely. I would definitely like yard signs, like a yard sign company. They help me out with letting me, like, I didn't even ask the guy to do it, but he's been putting out yard signs around the main 140 for free for a couple months. He hasn't done it in the past 3 months, but.
Do you have any with you in your car?
I don't have any with me in my car. But
we'll get some from
time.
you.
Yeah.
Anything else we can do to help?
No, I mean, you guys have done the most, and I appreciate it a lot. Everything that you guys have said has helped a lot. So thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Colin.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, folks.
Yes.
All right, so let's bring up Expanding Boundaries International, and our next presenter. Let me make sure I got it on the right screen.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you so much.
And Letitia Norty is here from Expanding Boundaries International. Letitia, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you
Let's
so
welcome
much.
Letitia.
Thank you. It's amazing to be here. I've been enjoying his presentation and I'm learning a lot. And I thank you guys for the opportunity to be here. For starters, Letitia Norte. I am from Ghana, West Africa. I came here in 2002, and I went to school in PG County and then Montgomery County, and then came to Baltimore for college. And out of that, I went to China for my study abroad. And when I came back, I had to share my experience from China. And through the process, this organization was born. It took a while, almost like 5 years, because I was fighting the whole urge. But the new man came and I did it. So just a little background from me. And I even went to UK for my master's and came back still fighting for the urge to start. And a little bit as I share more about the organization, I would say that as an African, the first time I touched a computer was when I was 15 when I came to this country. So just to give you the background on why this organization is going and the passion behind it. So for Expanding Boundaries International, our motto is that we are expansion through exploration. And our mission is to encourage and empower lifelong learners to expand their boundaries through technology and cultural education. And when we say lifelong learners, it's anybody from middle school, high school, and above. We support anyone in college, working in the workforce, to do volunteer abroad, intern abroad, and all those stuff, and even find a job overseas. So our mission is just to break down the invisible walls. When we say the invisible walls, is that some of us, when I came back and I was sharing the China experience and how I did it and how I got the funding, many people think that traveling is the hardest thing that they could possibly do. And they think that finding funding is very, very hard. So we have allowed certain things in the society or in our life to block us from enjoying this beautiful world that we see. So that is the main goal. Allow people to see that traveling, exposing yourself, learning about different culture, it is possible. So that's mainly that. So we have our core programs, the Brenda A. Brown Passport Scholarship, and throughout when I started, there was mostly hosting information sessions because I didn't know what I was doing. So I started just doing information session. I'll rent the library and then host, share with parents and families. I'll go to career fairs and stuff. So out of the conversation I had from parents, it's like, and teachers, and I'll go to some schools and I'll share about how I did it, how did I go to China and all those things. And I have had many conversations about people don't have passports. And sometimes they'll find the information or the opportunity to travel and it's too late because one principal in DC told me there was like a spring break opportunity for the whole school, some of the kids in the school to go to Italy for like a spring break stop. The whole school, nobody had a passport. And the timing they found out and when they had to go, there was no time to go and apply for a passport and all those stuff. So the kids missed out on this opportunity. And Ms. Brenda A. Brown was my world history teacher, and she played a major role in helping me to get my funding to go to China. So I owe her because she was my passport to China. And we have the EBI exploration program. This came out through the pandemic. And, before, we used to take the kids to different places because we're mainly based in Baltimore, and I just moved here. So now I'm getting myself reestablished. So we used to take the kids to DC and stuff. If you can go outside US, start now exploring America. America is beautiful. So we wanted the kids to just enjoy, just get out of their jurisdiction. Most of the people, they grew up in Baltimore, their family, everywhere is like this, where they've been. They have not been even to PG County or Montgomery. So we wanted to let the kids explore. So 2020, the plan was to go to DC Embassy Road, take them to the different countries. They have that cultural day or something, I forgot the name, DC Passport Day. You go to the embassy, they open their doors, you take their food, learn some dance and stuff about the country, how to even get a visa, those kind of stuff. So that was the plan. And we are hoping that next year we will be able to go if everything works out. So we couldn't go, so we changed it to a virtual. So we use Google Earth. And then we start from the airport, and then, because everywhere you go, your first destination is the airport. And then from there, we share the different destinations, sharing with the students where they can go if they find themselves in the country, what makes the country unique, their contribution to the world, and also their food. And then mostly we share American food because most of our students, they don't want to travel because they don't think that they will like the food in that country. So we share with them, there's McDonald's, there's not Chick-fil-A, they have like Burger King's, pizza, and that excites them that, oh, so food shouldn't be the reason why I shouldn't travel. And then when we are done, we share with them the traditional food in the country and some phrases from the country. They get to practice a little bit of the language, and then if there's any dance or anything, we all practice on that. And now I've been lucky to have my first in-person exploration program with Boys and Girls Club, and we are hoping to expand more on this, going in person to schools and stuff to do that. And in our STEAM exchange program, when I said my first time touching a computer was when I was 15, I came to the United States. And so we want to bridge the gap when it comes to tech and also cultural education. Now it's more remote jobs, and people are working all over the world with different people. So how do we understand our co-workers whilst we are also making an impact? So we are starting off from a younger age, 12 and above, with a STEM or STEAM program. And right now, we are working more with our African kids in Ghana. We meet with them every Saturday through Google Classroom and Zoom, and then we are just engaging them on critical thinking. And the goal is that be part of the solution in your community. That's all we are teaching them, because many of them want to come to the United States, and we are trying to tell them that you got to build Ghana, you got to build Africa, for Africa to also be the envy of the world and stuff. So we are trying to change that mindset that nobody will come and fix Ghana for you. You got to be part of the solving the issues in the community. So that's what we are doing with the kids. And next year we'll be going. We did a summer camp in June, July in Ghana, and next year we'll be going back if everything goes well. And we want to take some students here in Carroll County and Baltimore to go with us for the summer camp in Accra, in Ashanti region. No, in Kumasi, Ashanti region. So that's that. And so we serve students and their parents, middle school, college age, male, female, everybody, everyone. We have students from India emailing us and stuff like, I want to come to school in the US. How can I do that? So, and we will sometimes send emails to the school that we have a student that needs funding. What can you help with? So anyone that asks for help, we help outside our core programs. So, so it's like make the world your classroom. And why am I here today? So today I want to talk about our passport program, our passport scholarship. It's going to launch this coming Friday. And I really want what I learned from Boys and Girls Club was really amazing. Like, they really excited me because when I was sharing with them that there is pizza in Ghana, and they were like, no, you know? They were like, no, they can't be pizza. So when I was sharing with them these things, someone asked me, do they have karate in Ghana? And I said, yes, you know? So that really, I realized that they really want to know. They really want to really connect. And therefore, we start with giving them passports. So passport is not only for traveling. It helps you, like the process you go through to get your passport. Once you get it, it's a proof of your citizenship in the country that you get it from. And also it becomes a legal ID. Most of the time when you are getting a job with new employment and stuff, the first you can use your passport to verify your identity. So if you go through a rigorous process to get your passport, so when you get it, it becomes your main point of identification and child protection. Why am I even bringing this in now? If you're able to get your child a passport, nobody can get a passport in your child's name because it's already in the system. So if you have a custody battle and stuff, and you get your child a passport, they cannot go behind you and get a passport for the same child, because before you have to get a passport, you need your birth certificate and all those stuff. So once it's in the system, it's dead. If you lose it, you can reapply for a new one, but nobody can use your information to go and get a new passport. And passport opens the world to you. It satisfies you, the holder's name, your place of birth, photograph, signature, and other identification forms. So that's why we are really adamant on people getting a passport, because you never know, the opportunity might come, and just because of a passport, you don't get to go. So we just want everyone to just have one and just wait for the opportunity. And when you get it and you need help, we will help you find the funding and how to even start the whole process of studying abroad or intern or volunteering abroad. So next, this is Grace. Grace is in UK right now. She's doing her master's, and Grace is from Carroll County. So yeah, and she is one of our volunteers. And I just took a picture when she was in, I think, in Germany or somewhere. And so our deadline, we're going to be open on October 15th, and the deadline is December 3rd. So I'm done.
That's wonderful.
That's really cool. That's really interesting.
This is awesome.
The coolest thing ever.
Okay, so anybody have questions or comments for Lisa?
Blown away.
Okay, how?
Okay, go
I
ahead.
didn't mean to jump in front of you. How do we donate to this?
Our website, expandingboundaries.org, there is donation. And right now, we are really working on our website because it has always been a few of us trying to push it, and all of us are volunteers. So we got a pro bono person that is helping us revamp it. But our website is the best place, or even Facebook and stuff.
Okay.
Thank you.
Billy Live from Wisdom Court and Find Your Purpose.
You didn't talk about your clothing drive.
I know. So Billy was like, I have to come and talk about clothing drive. but I was like, I want Carroll County to know about the passport scholarship. So this, we came from, when we went to Ghana, what I learned was that the kids, it's not only gonna need they don't need only technology education, they need more than that. They need clothes, they need shoes, they need sanitary pads, all those things. So we are doing a Christmas holiday drive or something, collecting used clothes and shoes and stuff and school supplies so that we can ship it to the kids in Africa for them to have. Because what we went there to just do, to find out for myself what our volunteers on the ground, what they're saying is true. And what they're saying is true, but the kids, we had one kid, he wore the same clothes the whole 1 week that we were with them. So we want to take those burden out of their hands. So that's what we are doing. So thank you, Billy. Thanks.
So how do we donate the clothing and the sanitary?
I can pick it up. I've been driving around. I even went to so much money to get the stuff. So it's like when you call me, and now Billy's gonna do an open house this Saturday at his place. So anyone that wants to also donate, they can bring it at Billy's place too.
From 2 to 5 at the studio, we're doing an open house, and we're going to set it up where people are going to donate a bunch of stuff at one location.
2 to 5, what time? Or what day?
Saturday.
So Saturday.
That's
2 Bond Street. It's Wisdom Court Studios, 2 Bond Street. It's like on the corner of Bond and Main.
Yeah, for those on Facebook who might not be able to hear Billy, he's saying that he's going to have a window of opportunity between 2 and 5 p.m. on Saturdays for anyone who wants to drop off clothing and other goods for Letitia's cause at Wisdom Court Studios, which is shares a space with AO Boutique in Westminster. So you may see it as AO Boutique from the outside. It's 2 Bond Street at the intersection of Main and Bond Street.
So encourage anybody who's coming downtown Saturday for either the farmer's market or the oyster stroll to bring something to help with our
There you go.
drive for Ghana.
And don't forget, if you have any questions or comments for Letitia on Facebook, go ahead and put them up in the comments and we'll read them off. I have a question about cuisine, because I think it's kind of sad that that food would be a barrier and not an opportunity, like to expose them to what Ghana's cuisine may be. Because I've been to I don't know what Ghana's cuisine is. I'm going to ask you. I'd love to find out what it is. But I'm familiar with Ethiopian restaurants.
I know Ethiopian food.
Yeah. So I've been to, so I think, I would, that could be another way to actually get people excited about traveling, is to say, oh, look at all the cuisine, and maybe have them try stuff that they might not have otherwise considered, and be like, oh wow, I can eat this.
No, I had a presentation in Baltimore, and it was a young middle school student, and some of the kids were like, well, because most of the exchange programs, you get to have a host family. And one kid was like, oh, so my mom is not going to cook for me? And I said, no, your host family will cook for you. Oh, no, I can't do that. So I was stunned. I was shocked because I was just stuck. I didn't know what to say. And then another student was like, don't you eat Chick-fil-A? And then she said, yes, your mama don't cook that? And I was like, thank you so much. So that is what I really face a lot. The kids are they're not, because most of the kids, they don't like veggies and all those things. So it's hard for them to think outside that somebody that's not their mom or dad is cooking for them. So
is there such thing as like a Ghana restaurant or a Ghana cuisine that they could be exposed to locally somewhere?
Here in Ghana cuisine or African cuisine, they're all mostly similar.
Okay.
So even in the shopping mall, there's a Nigerian restaurants. I think I say Uji's or something like that. Yeah, so you can try, and I have tried it food and I loved it. So it's similar to, and the kids in Boys and Girls Club, what they learn is that the African dish and the Hispanic food is so similar. Mm-hmm. So that is one of the things that they learned, that it's not that different. So we had some Hispanic kids, they see the rice and the jollof and it's like paella, and they saw the fried plantains and stuff, and it really connected with them that it's not that different. It's just mental.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, excellent. Tina?
I don't know, have you had any connections with the Carroll County Public School System? The reason I ask that is because, I know schools can be like their own little autonomous thing. Winters Mill High School is very open, a very open community to diversity. And a few years ago when my daughter was going there, they would have ethnic diversity night where people from different cultures would come and bring food to share so that everybody could check out, the international flavor that was present in the school, but maybe people just didn't know it. And it was a good way to introduce the diversity of the school there. So I didn't know if that was a good.
I haven't. So Hey Westminster has really done an amazing job connecting me to some principals in the schools here. But I think the pandemic and the stress has really died down the whole conversation. So I'm trying to find a way to really get into the schools, even for middle school, because we dance, I don't know how to explain. And the kids, it can be any country they pick. we bring things from the country, so you get to feel it. It's like we had stuff from Ghana with the hat, the kente cloth, all those things. So we don't just come and just do presentation. No, you get up and then you move with us. And also we when it comes, we can't bring food because of allergic stuff and all those things. But when it comes to learning the language and the dialect and stuff, when we did the Japan stuff, we learn about how they do the greetings and all those stuff. And it's like a different form of greeting. Sometimes you might even maybe tip your toe and stuff. And the kids were amazed about how they do all those couture and stuff. So we share all those stuff. But I'm praying to really connect with our community and also Carroll County schools and all those things. I haven't got a chance.
We were talking just before you got started about what does it cost now in terms of fees to issue one passport?
$150. Yeah.
There's a program that I was exposed to years ago that LG, the Korean technology company, sponsored that basically sponsored students in college who had an interest in certain areas of technology to then travel to those countries and to meet with the businesses that were developing those technologies. And I had it was like 4 students from South Korea that came to Baltimore to do like a little tour here and in DC, and then they met with me as one of the different types of technologists that they wanted to talk to. And I'm thinking, like, if there was a corporate sponsor that you could find, like in Korea they have LG, obviously was sponsoring all this activity, but if you could find somebody like, I don't know, like Break or somebody else, take your time. So I mean, you guys know what I'm saying? Like, if she had a corporate sponsor that funded all of this activity, that might make it a lot easier
To make more impact.
to make more impact, right? And I think there's a lot of corporate social responsibility people for these larger corporations that would love to, especially the international corporations like Norbremski, who have offices all over the world. That might be a conversation worth having to like pitch that to them and say, hey, we could facilitate this program to have students basically travel, even if it's the countries where they have offices.
Yeah. And one of the good things about the programs that right now is internship, summer internship. We've had a lot of cases that want to just do summer internship. And some of them are from here in Maryland or in the United States, and some of them are outside the United States and stuff. And they just want to do internship for the summer. So even last 2 weeks ago, when we went to the Knorr open house, we asked about what are the chances of having an intern come from anywhere around the world or even here. Because some kids are somewhere in Missouri, they want to come and explore Baltimore and stuff. So I'm hoping that we can get some businesses here that don't mind opening their doors to anyone that want to do summer internship and stuff here in Carroll. And even now, when I went to Ghana, I was thinking about a great agriculture internship and stuff, and allowing the kids in Ghana or Africa, because they are farming, but I don't even know what they are farming. And like when I went, I saw a lot of, like, let's say corn and plantain, and you ask about that, it's like, oh, we don't have them in the market. So I'm like, why are you planting if it's not in the market and stuff? So I feel like America have done a great job when it comes to our agriculture sector, that Africa have a lot to learn. And then there is some stuff that Americans also can learn from the African agriculture business and stuff. So it's a long-term thought that in the future we want to have some agriculture exchange program here in Carroll County.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I think what you were saying, like, I know when we were talking about donations, most of us, I think all of us, want to like donate or give back to this in some kind of way. And like, I'm personally going to that to donate clothes. But I think definitely like getting in front of like more people would be also like a great idea. Like a corporate companies, like these companies need write-offs, these tax write-offs, and if they're going to get tax write-offs for donations, they're going to want to put it at the best cause. And I think this presentation you gave was absolutely amazing, and giving it to more people would just be so effective in spreading how awesome this is. Like this had me like I want to do a lot of this stuff, like most of this stuff, and be a part of this.
Thank you. And we are looking for board members, so.
really?
So, yeah, we are. Before, when I started, we had most of our team. Even now, Some are in Nevada, some are in the UK, Texas and stuff. But now that I think I'm getting older too, so I feel like I want to build my team here in Carroll County, because now this is my home, and I feel like if we get a team here, this will really grow. Then I love the team around the world and stuff, but we still need a core team here. And Chris Abel is also on our team, and he's really been a phenomenal help in getting
Chris Abel from Restore
Yeah.
Habitat.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Tina Thomas.
Okay. One last question for me, I guess. As a part of the Rotary, I'm wondering, have you gone to any organizations like Rotary International? The reason I ask that is because they're an amazing network. It's an international network. So, for instance, I'm part of the Bonds Meadow Rotary here in Carroll County in Westminster, and I know there are Rotaries in Ghana.
Yes.
So the fact that we're all under the international umbrella, that's where there are applications for international grants, where if our club says we want to support you, and then we have a matching Ghana club that wants to support you, then we have grant opportunities that we can both apply for to match our grants, to match our funds, to give you even more money in that regard. So yeah, that's why I would love to have you present.
What we've been doing with Rotary is we share the study abroad program that you guys have, because you guys have grants for students to travel. So that's what we've been sharing. So we share all the scholarships that's out there, because most of the kids don't know where do they start. So we share all those scholarships, and then we promote the deadlines and stuff. And even I think on the 23rd of this month or so, it's a Thursday, I'll be hosting a volunteer abroad information session on Zoom, and it's just how do you navigate the whole volunteering abroad space, because a lot of people don't know that they have to pay sometimes for themselves and stuff. So I think I'm gonna connect with you, and then you can help me with the Rotary stuff, because what we've been doing was just to share the funding for the students out there. Yeah,
I'll be happy to connect you. And basically, all you'd have to do initially is your presentation to a couple of different clubs to help everybody understand what you're trying to accomplish, and then the resources will follow.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
On Facebook, we have some comments and questions. Jennifer Young from Covalent Spirits, she sort of echoes what Billy said earlier. She said that in terms of donating clothes on Saturday, that's, is it this Saturday is the oyster stroll? This Saturday is the oyster stroll. She's saying, come stroll and donate. So maybe there's a little bit of a marketing messaging you can put out there on social media about come to the stroll and donate is Jennifer's recommendation.
Thank you.
And then Jenna Shriver from Together Studios says, love all that you're doing, Letitia, and the collaboration. I was going to ask about the local schools as well, maybe participating in fairs or events at the high schools or local colleges.
I'm going to the College and Career Fair this coming Monday. So that
college of what?
College and Career Fair with a Carroll County community college. So I'm starting. I can't stay inside anymore. So
you'll be at CCC on Monday?
Yes. Yeah. I found out on Monday, and then I emailed them, and then they got back to me. So I got everything finalized yesterday.
Are there funding sources in, for example, Ghana or other places? Because if you're basically encouraging U.S. citizens to travel to these countries, might there be opportunities there? And since you're from Ghana, do you already have somebody in mind that maybe would fund some of the activity from Ghana's side to bring the students out?
We the thing with the Africa or Ghana itself is that here in the United States, the corporations get tax incentives and stuff, but in Africa they don't. In Ghana, it's not like that. So the other organizations that are trying to help a little bit of the NGOs and stuff there, it's in the minimum, and we haven't been able to. We've been knocking on doors, writing emails and stuff to see. Even when you go on their website, they don't even have a grant application and all those stuff out there. So we're still trying to see how we can get the local community. And what I learned is that in Ghana, if you are not in the capital, you really are not counted. So, and the kids are in the village area. And so to really get these people to understand that these kids need help, they know they need help, but if they are being taxed all this money, why would they want to put their money back in the community? So that's the hard part in getting them to sponsor us and stuff. Yeah.
And what can we as a community do for you?
I think you guys have done amazing. For me, I'm just here to learn. I'm enjoying Carroll County. When we were moving here, I wanted to have a PO box in Owens Mills, just so we can keep the organization in Baltimore County. But something just told me, don't do it. Just come and learn here. And mentally, I didn't think there was nothing. I thought there was nothing here for the organization. And in this past few months or this year, I have been amazed about the amazing people in this community. And I'm just here to learn, and any connection, like she said, just to get me to share about the study abroad opportunities out there, especially for high school students. Like, because you are in high school, you get everything. They pay for your flight, give you orientation, and then give you a host family. The host family, they give them a stipend to take care of you and stuff. And you don't mix anything at all. All you have to do is like go to school in that country. And then when you come back, let's say your 11th grade year, you are doing that exchange program. You come back to the US, your 12th grade year, you graduate. You don't miss nothing. And you come back really grown. I'll tell you, when I came back from China, I went to my room and I donated almost all my stuff because I was able to live with the minimum. I didn't need all that craziness. So it really changed me. So I feel like travel really, there's no mom and dad to come to your rescue. So your behavior and attitude just like, it's reset real quick. And most of the time, even for a gap year, they have a gap year program after high school. You might not know what you want to do with your life, but gap year will help you to find yourself. And there's no need to be undecided and be in college, pay for tuition and just be undecided. What can be learning and exploring. So I just want to share those amazing opportunities to our Carroll County or Maryland or United States community and stuff.
Wow. Thank you, Leticia.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you so much.
And so I think we're just gonna wrap it up here. And Tina Thomas, do you want to come on up here and just help
Yeah, absolutely.
take us out?
Wow, two amazing presenters. We are so grateful that you're here in our community and that we're able to help. It's exciting. This is what 1 Million Cups is all about, is getting entrepreneurial, like-minded business type people who want to do good in their community and do big things together to help figure out how to get to the next level. So that's what we are. 1 Million Cups, Westminster. I want to thank Startup Portal, CFO Rick, for the space here on Route 140, and Jeannie Bird for the fantastic go-go juice and the amazing baked butterhorns. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Bernie. And so we are 1 Million Cups. Sometimes we have one presenter, sometimes we have two. And next week, it could be you. Go to 1millioncups.com/Westminster and click on the Apply to Present. Because as you can see, we're just people who are trying to do better in our community with our businesses and take it to the next level. And so you don't have to have it all figured out. We're here to help you, and we're here to help you plug into the entrepreneurial community, the awesome community that we have here in Carroll County. So hopefully we will see you next week.